Since the beginning of computers, people have said, you know, if we just didn't have to move those blocks into memory, this would be 1,000 times faster. But memory's always been expensive, not that reliable, but as time has gone on, memory's become less expensive, more reliable. With 64-bit computers, we can do so much more with memory because we can have so much more memory. And that is why Teradata has created an in-memory solution with their Teradata v14.10 solution. It's really smart. This is how it works. Teradata tracks which tables are being queried the most, and they give them a temperature of hot. They also know who's not really querying some tables, and that's given a temperature of cold, and of course you've got everything in between to medium. Teradata tracks the hottest tables, and it keeps the blocks of those tables in additional memory inside each AMP. So when those tables are queried, they go, do we have to move that block into memory? They go, it's already there. It's automatic. There's no user intervention. And you're really looking at the future of computing. One day systems will start in the morning, bring every single block into memory, and then just and those are in-memory solutions. And you see that today in things like HANA from SAP or Cognitio, another great in-memory database. Teradata has added this feature so the hottest tables get the fastest queries. To make the v14.10 solution of in-memory work, Teradata had to add extra memory to every AMP. And of course the AMP said, what? We're getting extra FSG cache to process the data? And they go, no, you got your same old FSG cache memory to process the data. But we've got some additional memory in a little separate area that is totally dedicated to the hottest tables and the hottest blocks, and that's what we're going to keep in that memory. So when people query those, it is instantaneous results. So that's how that works. As you can see here, each AMP's got its FSG cache, but it's also got its in-memory. So the hottest blocks stay there until they cool down. That means, I know you were hot on Thursday and Friday, but it's Saturday. You haven't been hot for a couple of days. And so now that'll move out and the other hot blocks will move in. It's a really clever strategy. Some in-memory systems will say, listen, what data do you want pinned inside that memory? Teradata's taken a whole different angle of this and said, we can track what tables are being queried. We know the hottest data, and we're going to automatically put that in the in-memory solution. Very clever for a large warehouse. As you can see here, this is going to be consistent. Notice that each AMP has put their hot table inside the memory. And that's the way it's always going to work. You're not going to have one AMP that says, oh, I put a different table in my in-memory solution than this AMP. No, Teradata tracks the hottest tables across the entire enterprise and then tells each of those AMPs, you put your data blocks for this hot table inside that memory. They all will do it.
This lesson brought to you by Coffing Data Warehousing. Need to learn SQL for Netezza, Teradata, or Aster? Visit coffingdw.com for our helpful training guides. With Tera-Tom, SQL stands for So Quickly Learned.